Alright guys, here we go, another commentary, character guide for the brand new champion, Orianna. Now, before we get started, I want to throw up a special thanks to the guys over at LoL Replays. Great free service they provide, and, you know, the thing crashed yesterday because of the new patch that Riot did, and boom, within a day, they have it back up and running. It's great. Alright guys, so, of course, I decided to check out the new champion, Orianna, and oh my god, is she fun. She's just so, there's so much you can do with her. Like, I don't know, there's no way I can even cover everything in one guide. So I'm pretty much just going to do how I enjoy playing her, you know. A lot of people just go straight up AP for the bombing with her skills, but I like to take advantage of everything a character has, and her passive is great. You get bonus damage on your auto attacks for your AP. So we'll get into my build a little bit later. First of all, for a little bit of tips for her, I've seen a lot of people talking about how they think that she's like a super good laner, but not so great in team fights. That's absolutely wrong. It really is. Yeah, she's definitely a great laner, but she's a monster in team fights because you got all the chaos going on. People lose track of your ball, your giant golden snitch, whatever the hell you want to call it. Pretty much, throw it in back and forth between teammates, throwing different spots during the fight, popping your W. Using your R when they try to get away, or when someone starts channeling an ulti, that's going to fuck up everything for your team. She's just a monster in the team fight. Everyone loses track of it. And while you're doing all that, you're just getting in those monstrous auto attacks. Alright, in lane, which you'll see rather soon. Pretty simple. Try to last hit me's with the auto attacks. Use your your Q, which is, you know, placing the ball, your basic attack with it, as I call it. You can use it to check bushes like I do right here. We ended up just solo laning against a Alistair because they had a jungle Lee Sin. You know, you can just check the bushes with that. Keeps things a lot safer. You can use it as a ward, but pretty much if you don't have a half-retarded Malphite in your lane like I do who refuses to last hit things, you can pretty much keep your ball behind their minion line, so whenever they get close you can just pop your W or move the ball around just to hit them. Keeps them back pretty far, keeps them zoned. Really easy to keep them out of the experience zone with Orianna. Alright, skilling order for her. Pretty much, I start out with my Q, of course. Then I go for my W, then my E. Your E is your shield, by the way. Your shield that will damage people, but it's not that great of a damage unless you have some super high AP, which, yeah, I get some high AP, but not enough to make that E very useful. Now, I focus on my W. I max my W out first. Personally, it's the slowing that it slows people, stops them from running away, speeds you up when you need to run away. It's an all-around great skill, so it really helps out, and it ends up doing just about the same amount of damage as Q does. So I max out my W and then my Q, or you can alternate between W and Q. Just save E for last, and of course getting R whenever you possibly can. Speaking of her ulti, her ultimate is really has a bunch of utility for it. You can use it, and people are channeling their ults to stop it, like Fiddlesticks and Katarina, whatever the fuck her name is. Anyway, you can. It does a lot of damage, so you can use it just to nuke people in the team fight. You can use it to disrupt the team fight while everyone's fighting. You just pop your ulti in the middle of it. Everyone gets shot in the middle while your team gets a couple free hits from everyone's knock-up stun. You can use it to even drag people into turrets if you're really good with it. And that's about it. And right here, I traded First Blood. Got First Blood, got killed by the turret. Always a good trade-up to do if you can. I mean, why not? You're still getting the advantage even though they get a kill on you. I always take that trade-up, personally. But yeah, for fighting, she's a really kitey character. Pretty much I'll keep my ball in between me and the other person and run around it, popping my W, giving me that speed boost, slowing them down, and it really hurts them. Nuke them with my Q while I can. And with my build, my auto attacks hurt. They will hit like a truck because my build, might as well get into that now, I start out with a Doran's Ring, like any other AP character. Then I get a Nashor's Tooth, but first I'll build the morellos Tome, Then I'll build my Rylai's Crystal Scepter, then I'll finish my Nashor's Tooth, because seriously, getting Nashor's Tooth with only that 50 AP, not going to be that useful, but I will get the Morellos Tome right off the bat. It gives you a little bit of AP, gives you the mana regen, gives you the cooldown reduction, which she needs. But anyway, I'll get the Rylai's, and then I'll get the Nashor's Tooth for the sole fact. And then you get a bunch of AP, you have your health, you got a little bit of tankiness, and then you got the Nashor's Tooth that will really help out with your passive. Gives your auto attacks a really big boost. Then after the Rylai's and Nashor's Tooth, I will build my Rabadon's Death Cap. And then your AP just starts going up from there. Honestly, after that, you can build Archangel Staff for even more AP, because I'm sorry, I hate kids that stack Rabadon's Death Caps when they're using a mana champion. If you have mana, get Archangel Staff after Rabadon's Death Cap, because that AP from the mana boost gives you a lot more than that 155 that you'll get from the Rabadon's Death Cap, because that 30% doesn't stack. I don't know why people don't notice this. It's just irritating. Alright, so you're going to start to see some team fights in here, some fight play. It's really hard to explain to you guys how to fight with this girl. So it's really a lot easier just to watch. The best thing I can do is tell you, you gotta be real careful with your ball placement. People are going to lose track of it. You know, in the big team fights, just keep it around, hit them hard with those auto attacks, and yeah, that's about it. People aren't going to be able to run from you guys. Your Orianna, especially if you have Ghost and Flash, like I use, it's so much utility with it. You can run away, like you'll see me. I'll pop out of a Fiddle's ulti towards the end of the video with it. Really don't know what else. There's actually a lot to explain to her, but not much else for my build. Oh, and I get Boots of Swiftness. People hate on the Boots of Swiftness, but Orianna moves at the speed of like a snail. Really, you need the extra movement speed. Your W just doesn't cut it when you have to escape. Like you see right here, when people run away, you just move the ball into place behind them when they get low. If they're going to get away, you just pop that W. Gets the kill right away. She's just really hard to get away from because of that slow, and especially her R. You can also use her R if they're running away. If they're about to run past your ball when you got your R up, sucks them right back into it, gives your team the ability to kill them, which you'll see. Actually, I think I already done that, but her R is like really hard to catch in the team fight because you really don't notice it go off. It doesn't have a really big animation. But as I see right here, there they are, just blasting away. I have my ball right in the middle of the fight. Fiddles comes in with his ulti. I just flash out real quick, come back in with my ball, and just pop my W. It slows him down. Man, slowing Fiddles kind of screws him because he's slow as it is. But yeah, that's about it. Throw your ball in the middle of the fight, slow people, nuke them, hit them hard with that auto attacks. Oh, and the victory screen doesn't come up because my game crashed when I tried to show you my score. My score, by the way, at the end of this was 8-3 and like 21, I believe. She's really good at giving out the assists, especially in the middle of the team fights. You really help out your you help out your team in the team fights a lot, and you do a lot of damage. Honestly, Orianna is one of my favorite characters to play right now. She's just really fun. If there's anything I didn't cover that you guys want to know, just throw me a comment with any questions, any requests for new videos. Hit me up. Peace.